Breaking news, breaking news. There's no more Mohammed Mursi. No more mercy left in Egypt. The fierce king, the cruel lord, has been removed from power as a successful military coup has taken place. The fierce king, the cruel lord of Egypt, only ruled for 1 year, but he did a lot of damage, folks, in that 1 year. He rewrote the Constitution, implemented Sharia law, wrote a constitution based on radical Islamist fundamentalism, replaced 70 governors with radical Islamist governors, replaced 15 top generals with radical Islamist Muslim Brotherhood generals. He also allowed the burning of Coptic Christian churches, allowed the persecution of Coptic Christians, allowed honor killings to go on in the streets with no reprisals, aired on state-run television a beheading of a Christian in Tunisia and showed it live, or showed it, the video of it, on state-run television for the entire nation, allowed Christians and journalists to be crucified in the trees in front of his presidential palace for 6 hours. People would be nailed to trees and hang there and then brought back down. He allowed and implemented a total different mind concept among the Egyptian people, and now there's no more mercy. Biblical prophecy. Now, if you go to Isaiah 19, you know the first 4 verses tell you exactly how that Egypt would fall, the idols would move, and the council would be destroyed, the governing council, we saw that, and that a new fierce king, cruel lord, would come into power, and it has, Muhammad Mursi. Then it says the waters, they would start having a drought, it has. Right now, they're down. Right now, their water's down 40%. Then it even says they will turn the rivers far away. They are, as Ethiopia is building the new Renaissance Dam. It will turn the Nile River away from Egypt, taking 80% of the water away from Egypt. Then it tells you, if you read on down, it tells you the economy is going to collapse, the industry, the tourism, all of that. And here's where we are today. You can look at it in this way, if you will, the beginning of the perverse spirit. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit. Verse 14, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work, as a drunken man staggereth in his own vomit. So we're getting ready to see a transformation in Egypt that's going to even be worse than it has been under the rule of Mohammed Mursi. Here's the latest breaking news from the AP. Egypt's military has ousted the nation's Islamic president, replacing him with the Chief Justice of the Supreme Constitutional Court, calling for early presidential elections and suspending the Islamist-backed constitution. Army Chief Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, in a televised address to the nation on Wednesday, said the government of technocrats will be appointed to run the country during a transition period he did not specify. An aide of the ousted President Mohammed Mursi, Ayman Ali, said that the former leader has been moved to an undisclosed location. He gave no other details. Cheers erupted among millions of protesters nationwide who were demanding that Mursi be ousted. Fireworks lit up the Cairo, Egypt night sky as Mohammed Mursi supporters elsewhere in the city shouted no to military rule. It's going to get ugly. First, the celebration as the perverse spirit mingles among the Egyptians. And then when the dust settles, you need to read the rest of the chapter of Isaiah 19. It gets really, really ugly. And 5 cities will come under a new, I believe it says a new language. I just want to double check that. In verse 18, and that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak a language of Canaan, and swear to the Lord of hosts. One shall be called the city of destruction. There's a lot of woes coming up on the economy is going to collapse, and a lot of woes is coming up on Egypt as we continue to watch the entire prophecy of Isaiah 17 with Damascus and 19 with Egypt play out before our very eyes. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. Please give your life to Jesus Christ. And thank you for your prayers. I've been resting all afternoon. I got a phone call that said, you better wake up, Pastor. There's no more mercy. What? That's true. It has changed.